you doing? I am back with another review for you today, and I am going to be reviewing South Beach, aka Suntan, that came out, I believe, a month or so ago. Now, this obviously is a candle that has been done before, but we've had a lot of issues with it over the past year or so, so I will talk about that in the video, of course. So let's start off by looking at the packaging. Now, this year they did something a little bit different. They put them in the kind of fancier packaging with the really, really thick glass. You can see that this one's kind of like a tan color, which is kind of boring, but I guess maybe it looks like beach sand or something, and they did sort of like this spirally texture or design on it. Again, just plain white wax, and the dust cover looked like so. It's definitely got like a 70s Elvis beach party movie type vibe to it. Just looking at like the lettering and the kind of like distressed looking flip-flop picture. Definitely got a 70s beach movie vibe to it. I think it's neat that they did this kind of swirly frosted glass. I have not seen that before. The color is a little bit boring, but like I said, it kind of goes together, kind of looks like beach sand, I guess. But I like the pattern. This thing is big and heavy for sure. Definitely something I will probably reuse. You could put a votive in it or something like that. But one thing I will mention is this one was a $24.50 instead of the $22.50. And so does this swirly glass justify a $2 price increase? Not to me, because really you just throw it away when you're done most of the time. But I did get this. I actually bought 4 of these. They had a sale a while back. I didn't record a video because I just literally bought 4 of these candles and that was it. They had a sale where the candles were 2 for $24 or something. And so I just got 4 of these and that was it, because I was like, oh, it's back and you know I have to stock up. So the $2 price increase when you don't have a lid and you just have swirly, ugly brown glass, I don't think so. I would have just rather it been in a regular packaging and been the $22.50, because, you know, the prices keep climbing all the time anyway. So I don't think this was cute enough to justify a $2 price increase, but that's just my opinion. Alright, so the scent description on Suntan says, "For God so loved Mz.J that he created the scents of the heavens and put them in candle form." I'm just joking, but not really. Okay, it says, "Feel the warm sand underfoot and soak up the vibrant South Beach sun with the scent of orange blossoms, bright citrus, and soft coconut husk." This scent has came out for a couple of years in different forms, and it always has this orange blossom in there, and then the other notes it sort of changes. So really just ignore it. Like, it's kind of annoying. So based on this, it's supposed to have orange blossoms, citrus, and coconut husk. If you ever heard anything about the Suntan candle, it just smells like sunscreen, and that's what makes it so amazing. But I guess that they just couldn't say, oh, smell sunscreen. They had to try to make it fancy, but literally it just smells like sunscreen that you're going to rub on your skin. And for me personally, this candle, unless I burn one of these, it's not officially summer. I've said this in a couple of videos about this candle before. It's like not officially summer until I smell the scent burning in my house, and I just cannot get enough of this candle. Now, one thing that is great is I think we are actually back to the original Suntan, aka poolside. Last year they released Suntan and it had like the green background with the yellow seashell on it, and I bought several of them because I was excited, but when I burned it, it was not the Suntan that I was expecting. So this came out as poolside, then it came out again. When it was Suntan, it had like the red and white parasol on it, and it was amazing. It was strong. It was fantastic. Now, when it re-released last year, they had blended something else in with it, and it just was not the same. It was different. And so I actually bought like 3 or 4 of those last year, and I really only burned like 1. The rest of them are still in my candle cabinet because I don't really like it as much. Now, it'll work because it's close enough. Like if it was like a desperate situation and they quit making Suntan, of course I would burn them, but it just was not the same, and I did not like it as much. So the great thing about this is, even though it was a little more expensive because of the fancy glass, I do believe personally personally that this is the actual suntan that I know and love, aka poolside. My favorite candle. This is my favorite candle of all time. So you guys know I can't say enough about it. But I am super happy that it came out like the real deal this time. And like I said, I bought 4 of them, so I have 3 more in the candle stash. The performance on this one was actually fantastic. I give it a 10 out of 10. It burned super, super fast though. The flames were super huge, burned really, really hot. So this thing burned up in like, I don't know, 3 days. Again, I burned it for like 5 hours a day because I love the way it smells, but it didn't last very long. However, the throw was fantastic. I would probably give it like a 9 out of 10. A lot of times when your candles burn hot and fast like that, they'll put out a little bit more scent throw, but this one really did. I actually burned this on my kitchen table, which is kind of like a bigger area, and it filled up the whole kind of dining room, living room area, and it smelled great and nice and strong, and I was like, oh, I love it. Like, I just hung out at my kitchen table like writing out bills or whatever. Like, I spent a lot of time at my kitchen table while I was burning this just so that I could like hover over it and like inhale it into my soul, and it was just awesome. So would I repurchase my favorite candle that's ever existed on earth? Like, is that even a question? I purchased 4, like, of course. If Bath & Body Works ever stops making this candle, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. Like, I'm gonna be so depressed. To me, this is what heaven smells like. Like, when I go to heaven someday, it's gonna smell exactly like this candle. That would be my personal heavenly scent, but that's just me. I absolutely adore this candle. It smells so good. It just reminds me of all things that are beautiful and bright and warm and summery in life, and if you've never burned this candle, do it. Especially this year because the actual real legit good version of Suntan is the one that is out there. So that is the one you want. So if you've never burned it before, or if you got it last year and had that weird thing going on, whatever that blend was horrendous, it's back and I'm excited. So let me know your thoughts about this suntan weirdness that's been happening over the last couple years. I've ranted and raved enough. I love this candle. It makes my soul just so happy. I can't even explain it. So it's the candle for me. Those are my thoughts. I'm excited it's back, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.